An exhibition of artworks from the International Daesh or ISIL Cartoon and Caricature Contest 2015 is on display at Tehran's Palestine Museum of Contemporary Art. The exhibition kicked off on June 23rd and will run until July 14, 2015, displaying 150 cartoons and caricatures by artists from 43 countries. The artworks are among the 1,072 cartoons and caricatures submitted to the Secretariat of the event. The selected works have been chosen for their depiction of the situation in Iraq and the atrocities of the ISIL terrorist group. The International Daesh Cartoon and Caricature Contest 2015, which featured entries from around the world censuring the atrocities committed by the terrorist group ISIL in Iraq and Syria, wrapped up on May 31st in Tehran. The event was attended by more than 50 Iranian and foreign cartoonists to promote the culture of resistance to terrorism. The Middle East's longest arch bridge was officially opened during a visit by Iranian First Vice President Ishaq Jahangiri to the western province of Kiluye Boya Ahmad. The largest steel arch span in the region is completely designed and constructed by the Iranian experts and is built over Karun 4 Dam. The structure weighs 3,875 tons and measures 378 meters. The new bridge, along with 8 tunnels, opens a new way connecting the province to the southern Iranian provinces. Yoga fuels a $27 billion industry with more than 30 million practitioners across the world. Let's find out why it is so appealing.
Move a little bit, you feel like, this is my body, you need more train more because this is my weakness. So you kind of talk with your body either. That's what I feel.
It's the beginning of another class at this yoga studio in downtown Macau. Here, a small group of students bend, twist, stretch and relax to the sound of yoga master Ashish Dhawan's soothing voice. After a brief pause to focus on the pranayama or art of breathing, the group moves on to perfect their asanas, also known as yoga poses.
The more you do it, the more you become aware about yourself, about your body, and then it's not just that, it kind of seems like even you tend to watch out in your diet as well. It's like everything is just connected.
From its roots in ancient India more than 5,000 years ago, yoga has stood the test of time and now fuels a $27 billion industry with more than 30 million practitioners across the world. Ashish Dhawan explains that much of yoga's appeal has to do with a connection that promotes between mind, body and spirit in a world where lifestyles are increasingly stressful. The yoga master argues that contrary to many forms of mainstream medicine that provide temporarily relief, yoga is a complete and long-lasting package.
Yoga has got solutions for almost all problems. If you have psychological problems, there is a solution. You have physical problems, there is a solution. You have any hormonal imbalances, there is a solution. So no other therapy is complete and no other science is having solutions for all.
Gyms across town have taken note of the increasing demand for yoga and are making space for the practice between treadmills and elliptical trainers. For the veteran yoga master Viru Badwal, yoga comes as a reliable alternative to a traditional gym.
If you're going for exercise and you don't know what to do, or you will not enjoy, but yoga have a system. All the classes, like when we teach, we paying attention toward this part, the spine, and we want to spine because spine is the strongest main part in our body. So we try to keep healthy the spine, so by bending left, right, front, back, twisting, balancing and inverted posture.
A large number of people, consisting of war veterans, senior citizens who have been living for many years in their district, and students of Defense University of Mongolia, attended the 50th anniversary Bayan Zok district. In conjunction with the anniversary celebration, a campaign called Groves for Hope was held. The aim of the campaign is to increase awareness on greenery of the Mongolian capital of Ulaanbaatar and bring comfortable living conditions. 1,500 trees are supposed to be grown thanks to the activity, which will likely be expanded to a campaign called Groves for Family. The activity is opened to every citizen if they want to grow a tree. The event was participated by 600 people that have grown a tree each, the oldest of which is a war veteran who fought in a war in 1945, and the youngest is a 6-year-old boy. The organizers say that every citizen has a chance to contribute to the development of the capital city. In 1994, Mongolian and French archaeologists began excavating in Mongolia. For the past 20 years, archaeologists have discovered various artifacts. These artifacts are now on display for public viewing. Meanwhile, French ambassador to Mongolia said Mongolia and France have already done 10 excavations on the steppe sites of Dornot and Sukbatar provinces, and also dozens of projects and programs have been implemented. Now the collaborative works of Mongolia and France is the excavation in the Bayan Ulgi province, which is the most western part of Mongolia. French archaeologists have also done restoration works, paying particular attention to some archaeological discoveries. A funeral service was held recently at a railway station in Wakayama Prefecture for the late station master, a cat known as Tama. 8 years ago, the calico cat was appointed the station master of Kishi Station, which is on a regional line operated by the Wakayama Electric Railway. The popular cat attracted people from across Japan, contributing to the struggling local railway and community. Before Tama's appointment, the local Kishigawa line was nearly bankrupt. Tama died on June 22nd at the age of 16. Sunday's funeral was attended by the president of the railway and the woman who cared for Tama as a pet. Other mourners included the governor of Wakayama Prefecture and a cat named Nitama, the deputy station master. Railway president Mitsunobu Kojima thanked Tama for all she had done for the railway. He said Tama emerged like a savior and he is honored to have worked with her. Kojima appointed her to the post of Honorable Eternal Station Master. Governor Yoshinobu Nisaka said Tama helped Wakayama gain visibility and attracted tourists to the prefecture. He thanked her for giving the local people hope and pleasure. Fans placed flowers, cat food and treats on a table outside the station. Railway officials say about 3,000 Tama fans from across Japan and other countries gathered for the ceremony. People in Japan's southern prefecture of Okinawa have taken part in an annual task to clean a peace monument. They're preparing to commemorate the 70th anniversary of the battle there in the final phase of World War II. About 250 people gathered for the cleanup at the Peace Memorial Park in Itoman City. They included relatives of those who died and local children. Okinawa was the scene of the war's last large-scale ground battle in the Pacific. Japanese military operations there ended 70 years ago. The fighting between Japanese and U.S. forces on the islands left more than 200,000 people dead. Under the scorching sun, participants scrubbed the monument that bears the names of the war dead. They also cleaned the surrounding area. Some were teaching the children about the war as they cleaned. One man whose grandfather's siblings died during the fighting brought along his 5-year-old daughter. He said he hopes the cleanup will help his daughter learn about the Battle of Okinawa. He said he cherishes events that help keep memories alive. New Delhi recently played host to Adabi Cocktail, an event that witnessed a confluence of literature, art and music. The event highlighted the varied contributions to Indian literature and culture by Padma Shri Nida Fazli. As interesting as the title itself, the event was a hit amongst ghazal lovers. Delhites come together annually to witness Adabi Cocktail, a cocktail of literature, music and art organized by Rudra NGO and PhD Chamber of Commerce. Words strung delicately around a lyrical thread of thoughts have always caught the fancy of Nida Fazli fans.
The best thing about music of this stature, I would say, is that it is very relatable. I don't think it has anything to do with our generation or the generation previous to us. I think it's something that is very intrinsically, people can relate to.
Beautiful ghazals by Nida Fazli was sung, blended with contemporary notes. As the name of the concert Adabi Cocktail suggests, it was a blend of literature, music and art. The spectators were awestruck, not just by the astounding renditions, but also a collection by Geeta Das, whose paintings were inspired by the theme migration. She exhibited 13 paintings which spoke of different moods of migration.
While making paintings, I could relate my emotions with Nida Fazli Saab's ghazals.
The concert provided wholesome recreation to admirers of all ages. The recitations were met with applauses from the spectators, and the coming together of these creative artists for remembering the works of Nida Fazli as indeed a memorable occasion. An expo on future foods was held recently in Milan, Italy. South Korea used the event as an opportunity to promote Korean cuisine overseas, presenting fermented foods as an attractive and healthy option. Ensuring a stable supply of food is a pressing issue for the future. Milano Expo is a site where 145 countries have gathered to consider the problem and search for viable solutions. South Korea has presented fermented food and Korean cuisine as an alternative for the future. The fermentation process in Korean foods is demonstrated using state-of-the-art technologies like a robotic arm. The benefits of fermented foods are promoted through a display of large earthen pots and an emphasis on Korea's scientific traditional method of storing foods in earthenware buried underground. A South Korean pavilion, which was the 9th largest among the participants, attracted a daily average of 13,000 visitors.
How do you like Korean food?
Oh, it's fantastic. It's very tasty, very spicy.
On the occasion of Korea Day at the Expo, South Korea held an official ceremony attended by government representatives and a wide variety of cultural events to promote Korea's charms and flavors.